Welcome to Bedcrime Stories podcast. I'm your host, T. If you like all things true crime, if you like it delivered in a peaceful, tranquil manner, if you like it clear and concise without drama, then I highly recommend you subscribe. And if you like what you hear, please smash the like button. It's a free way you can help. And now, without further ado, let's dig in. Last year on this day, 19-year-old Noah Presgrove was still alive. But in the early morning hours of September 4th, 2023, his bloodied and battered body was found about a mile away from a house party that he'd attended with friends the night before. To this day, nobody seems to know exactly what happened to Noah. Or rather, the people that know aren't talking. Victimology, the scientific study of crime victims. It may include the victim's age, gender, race, occupation, physical attractiveness, relationship status, and more. Noah Presgrove was an attractive and athletic 19-year-old from Comanche, Oklahoma. On September 4th, he was found dead on the side of Highway 81. He'd been staying at a nearby house as a group of his friends celebrated the 22nd birthday of Avery Jo Howard. And while some people were quick to conclude that Noah died as a result of a hit-and-run accident, others, including the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, knew from the start that Noah's extensive injuries did not match the hallmark signs of a vehicular collision. He was still wearing shoes, and there was no car debris near or around the body. Also, Noah's injuries were to the upper part of his body. Someone walking along a highway and struck by a vehicle would have extensive injuries to the lower half of the body as well. Now, someone said to be close to the case recently contacted a cold case detective named Ken Maines to share some important background information about Noah, allegedly. This person told Maines that Noah had a history of drinking heavily and then passing out in areas such as fields, ditches, out on the road, and in the back of other people's vehicles. Maines shared this information with the caveat that he doesn't know if it's true. He hasn't personally verified it. Thus, it's possible that this seemingly gracious individual sharing the info has an agenda. What we have heard from Noah's family is that he was a daredevil, so that much is true. Also, there's a video from Avery Jo's party showing Noah asking other kids to hit him in the face as part of a slapping game that apparently is popular on social media. This same person shared that not long before his death, Noah was at another party, and he ended up walking out of the party without his cell phone. He then supposedly crawled into a stranger's pickup truck, into the bed of it, and promptly fell asleep. And when he woke up the next morning, Noah was miles away from the party, and he had to borrow a cell phone to get someone to come and pick him up. According to this person, this behavior was not unusual for Noah. This person also said that someone went to the police on the morning Noah died and said that he was on the same highway and hit something. When he didn't see anything, he continued driving home, and he concluded that he'd maybe hit a coyote or some other animal. So, is all of this information true? We don't know. This person feeding information to Maines could be Jack Newton, Noah's so-called best friend. Newton has been trying to sell the hit-and-run theory from day one, and his odd behavior at the crime scene, namely taking a pair of white shorts off of the pavement and then trying to put them in the bed of his pickup truck, seems very suspicious. Maines said that based on what he's heard, he doesn't believe Noah's case is a homicide. So was Noah lying down in the grass or somewhere else? And did someone roll over him by accident with that side-by-side? Ken Maines rejects the idea that Noah was pummeled with golf clubs or fists or anything else. Maines said it's possible that Noah got into a fight, but he doesn't believe that the friends would then strip Noah down to his birthday suit and dump him along the highway. Maines says, usually in a fight, it's not premeditated, and therefore there's no plan to put mismatched shoes on someone and leave them along the highway. Maines pointed out that if someone did take Noah's life on purpose, they'd probably want to hide the body, and they'd probably bury it in that desolate rural area. Maines said that when he was asked for his opinion and said that he didn't think Noah was done in, the people who'd asked him for his opinion were not happy. It wasn't the answer they were looking for. Maines also doesn't believe that all the kids at the party would be so scared that they keep their mouths shut about a massive fight that left Noah dead. People talk, kids talk, rumors begin to swirl in the ether. Thus, Detective Maines believes, like Cheryl Mack McCollum, a well-respected crime scene investigator, that Noah died as a result of an accident. When the seasoned detectives weigh in, I personally think it's important to listen. I do want to mention that I believe the parents who agreed to host this 4-day soiree are partially responsible for what happened. I say this because most of the partygoers were underage. No one was keeping an eye on who was drinking and how much they were drinking. In addition, more than one set of the parents knew there were weapons at the party, as well as Jack Newton's side-by-side. Underage drinking, and really anyone excessively drinking, whether they're underage or not, followed by driving around in a side-by-side, makes for a potentially dangerous situation, especially if someone, maybe Noah, was car surfing on it. It's a recipe for disaster. And if some of the partygoers are lying about what happened by omission, it should come as no surprise that some of their parents were keen to remove all traces of alcohol and weapons from the party house before the cops arrived that morning. And Avery Joe's mother, according to Noah's brother and aunt, has been falsely claiming that the house was analyzed and processed by detectives. It was not. If the parents don't live by a moral code, it's no wonder their kids aren't being fully transparent about Noah's cause of death. Until the next time on Bed Crime Stories. Hey, did you enjoy this today? Did you learn anything? If so, please smash that like button, leave me a comment, share the content, and please consider a membership. See you next time.